Today's tip is to inspire yourself. I don't know about you, but every year I get at least a little bit of the January blues. It's right after the holiday season. All that energy from the fresh start of the new year has waned a little. It's cold, dark, and I often just feel a little blah. Well, this year so far has been particularly rough, and my motivation to get up and go has definitely got up and left. This week I found myself sitting on my couch, having my morning coffee, and searching for the motivation and inspiration to get started on my overwhelming to-do list. I started scrolling through my social media feeds looking for some inspiration, some quote or advice that was going to pep me up. Well, I came up empty-handed there. Actually, to be honest, scrolling through social media was more demotivating than anything, but that's a story for another episode. Next, I started looking for apps, programs, or books that might give me a daily hit of inspiration or motivation to pull me out of my slump. Well, that's when it hit me. I don't know where it came from, but it occurred to me finally that I was searching for motivation from strangers, people who didn't know who I was or what was going on with me. Then I remembered a quote that I had read a while back that said, "Motivation is the result of action." There is this misconception that motivation comes from an external force like an inspirational quote or motivational video. In reality, motivation actually comes after action. Action of any kind creates momentum, and it's that momentum that produces motivation and inspiration. Once you get started, it's easier to continue. It's the starting that's the hard part. Procrastination comes from waiting for motivation or inspiration to strike. It comes from waiting until you're in the mood to do something before getting started. If you're sitting around waiting for the motivation or inspiration to work out, make a healthy meal, or tackle your to-do list, you could be waiting around for a while, especially if you're already feeling weighed down by the blues like I was. All right, so how do you get started then? Well, first of all, you need to make it easy to start. Take away as many barriers to action as possible. Save a few yoga videos on YouTube and keep your mat next to the screen that you'll use to watch them. Or have the ingredients on hand to make a quick and healthy meal. Check out episode 47 on making meals convenient. If you have the right stuff on hand, it only takes a couple of minutes to make a healthy snack or meal. Or you could have a few easy tasks on your to-do list. If you know you need to work on a project, why not add open laptop and sign in to the software to your to-do list? Another way to get started is to create a ritual or schedule to get you going. The motivation for a morning workout will probably be hard to find on a day when it's dark and cold and you didn't get a great sleep the night before. However, if you have the workout scheduled into your day, like actually scheduled in your calendar, like an appointment with yourself, and you create a ritual of putting your workout clothes on as soon as you get out of bed, the motivation to actually start that workout will be a little easier to find. Create a ritual of brewing a cup of tea or coffee each time you need to sit down and start a report or project for work. Whatever you're having a hard time getting motivated to do, try scheduling it into your day and create a routine around it, an action that creates a little momentum. Now, this brings me to another way to get started, what author Mark Manson calls the do something principle. When you don't feel motivated or inspired, just do something, anything. Use the reaction to that action for motivation to continue. In the previous examples, the something was open laptop and sign into software, or get up and make a cup of tea. If you don't feel motivated to work out, do one push-up. The action of doing just one push-up will likely turn into at least a few more push-ups or maybe a short workout. In my case, sitting on the couch, my coffee in hand, searching for motivation to tackle my to-do list, I finished my coffee because, let's be honest, coffee comes before action. Then I got off the couch, did a few jumping jacks for energy, and grabbed my to-do list. I picked the quickest task and knocked it off. Then I continued on with my day. I'll be honest, it did not lead to an energetic, highly motivated Lauren the next day, but I did remember that once I got started, I would feel better. So that's what I did. I got started. Motivation is one piece of an infinite loop. Action creates motivation. Motivation creates inspiration, and inspiration creates more action. So if you find yourself, like I was, feeling a little tired, a little blue, and unmotivated, remember that the motivation is inside you at all times. Take action, no matter how small, and notice how the motivation to continue starts to creep its way forward. To paraphrase Newton's first law in physics, an object at rest tends to stay at rest, while an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Start the motion. Inspire yourself into action. Discomfort is only temporary. Remind yourself that on the other side of that action is the sense of accomplishment that will keep you in motion and moving towards those goals. Willpower not required. Thanks so much for listening. I'd love to hear from you, so send me your tips, questions, or feedback. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Fired Up Fitness Coaching, or email me at willpowernotrequired@firedupfitness.ca. Thanks so much. I look forward to connecting with you.